Hi, everybody. When you get on, make sure to say hi in the comments so that I can acknowledge you. And if you're catching the replay, there's no live button in the corner. Make sure to hashtag replay in the comments as you catch this back again, because there will be a lot of really good information tonight. Or if you're catching this back for the first time because you weren't able to attend live, okay? If you guys schedule it in your calendar, just the same as you would schedule a doctor's appointment and be there on time, or if you would schedule it like showing up for work, for a meeting, you will gain so much. So be sure to always schedule things and take it as a serious thing, because just like we always say, when you treat your business like a business, you'll be paid like a business. If you treat it nilly-willy, you'll get nilly-willy results. But if you're consistent in your endeavors around why you started in SHG and why you chose our team, you will gain traction, you will gain acceleration, okay? So I'm going to pull it up on my phone here just to make sure that it's working. And so I can see the comments. Let's see. And you guys, right now, I was going to start out playing Unstoppable. I'm actually going to still do that because I think that that's super important. Hopefully you guys can hear it. And if you cannot, then, let me know and I'll stop trying. This is our theme song, is it not? This is totally our theme song. Unstoppable by Sia. Let's see. See if you guys can hear it. How about that? Dang it. You can't freaking hear it. Really? Yeah. You guys can't hear it? Dang it. All right, well, you got me singing there for a second then. Dang it. I was so excited. All right, no worries. Okay, so yeah, I'll sing for you guys and yeah, have my cold come through and sound really hot, right? Okay, no sound, no worries. Okay, so you guys, if you're going to be unstoppable tonight, I want you to be taking notes and I want you to pay attention. If you guys can see my screen, which it looks like you can, put a 2 in the comments and also be tagging your team right now. A lot of you guys know each other, whether you've enrolled a person or you have not. And I want you to be engaged. I want you to be super focused because I put this together so you guys could accelerate your business. And if you only listen, just like Daniel said earlier today, if you only listen and you're like, woohoo, that was great. Good job, Kiersey. It won't help you, okay? So be sure to actually apply the concepts that we talk about tonight instead of you guys being like, hoorah, yeah, let me think about getting on TikTok. No, go do it. Go get on TikTok, okay? So this one right here, this will be shared in the files tab, you guys. I'm not necessarily going to go over this type of info. I will just scroll through it so you know what's to come so that you can reference it later. Okay, some of you guys will recognize this, and because it's interactive tonight, it's going to give you a lot more benefits. So great job on taking action in SHG. Okay, keep tagging people. I want to see crazy comments coming through. Daniel, thank you so much for tagging. Awesome job. Okay, and Cheryl, you as well. So things to let go of right now. all the way down to what accounts to follow. This one is not accurate, by the way. The K Snyder is no more because TikTok has banned me. We will talk about that tonight as well. Creating an account, TikTok basics, times to post, don't use link in bio, blah, blah, blah. You guys get the gist. There's 16 different pages that you guys will have access to so that you can do this with acceleration, okay? Now, what I want to talk about, let's see, let's stop that share here. What I want to talk about is first being intentionally present. Okay, there's 35 of you guys on right now. And if you have specific questions, we're going to save those till the end unless there's something I am talking about that is that important that you are like, yo, girls, slow down. I need the information on that. I'm not going to be talking about things like how to create an account. Actually, that's at the reference, okay? The document I just showed you guys, it shows you how to create an account. If you have questions on how to put like text on it or how to edit something, cool. YouTube is your best friend. Tonight, we're talking about high level stuff. All 37 of you put hashtag be high level in the comments. Hashtag be high level. That's going to be a thing. And Daniel, Bill, and I are probably going to reply back to comments on occasion with just hashtag be high level. Because if you ask questions that are literally right at your fingertips, we love you. But for us to operate at a high level and be resourceful all together, you have to be high level yourself. So don't ask questions that are right in front of your eyes. It brings us down a level and then we're not able to perform our best, which means our team can't be lifted and go high level, right? Okay, 39 of you guys on. There are over 330 people in this group. Let's see how many people we can get live so that you guys actually have the knowledge applied and can take it and run with it, okay? All right, so this is what I want you guys to be taking notes on. This is the biggest high level stuff that you will experience on TikTok. 4 things, 4. And if you apply these concepts on TikTok and you take them other places, your email marketing, your strategies for other, I mean, even something like Craigslist, if you were to do this type of strategy on Craigslist, it would work. Some of you guys have asked about, what do I put on Craigslist? What's my ad copy? Follow this system right here, okay? 4 things, 4 and 4 only. It's gonna be so simple and it's all go high level stuff. Okay, you've got to be at a place where you are high level. No excuses. Do you want results? Do you want excuses? Okay. First and foremost, I'm not going to guarantee any results on TikTok. This is what has worked for me. And I promise you, as you're consistent in posting on TikTok, 3 times a day, by the way, 3 times a day. Not 1, not I post 3 times a week. Nope. You want to grow your account and be on the FYP 3 times a day. Every time you hear something like that, I want you to put it in the comments. 3 times a day, minimum. You should be posting on TikTok, okay? 3 times a day. And in that document, I have the times that work for you, but with the things we're gonna get down and dirty with tonight, you guys will see the quality over quantity, okay? Which one do you want? With 3 times a day minimum. Yep, Ryan, good job. 3 times a day you should be posting when you first start out on TikTok to grow your account and have your link be clickable. Start with the business account, okay? You start with a business account. Yeah, you're not able to have all the sounds, but the sounds do not matter if your quality sucks. Your content, if it's not good, it won't matter if you have a viral sound or not, okay? Start with a business account, and then as soon as you hit 1,000 followers, which is simple to do, you guys can do that in 2 days. Literally, you could, if you produce the right quality content, the 4 things that we'll talk about tonight, okay? And then when you get to 1,000 followers, switch it to a personal account. You'll have access to all the commercial sounds and whatever else. Then you can actually have the website, not just link in bio, like a website, okay? When you create your account, you need to put in your description What do you do? Who do you help and how? So for example, when I started out on TikTok, barely in October, by the way, answering those 3 questions, y'all better be taking notes. You guys better be taking notes, okay? When you answer those 3 questions, it would sound something like this. This is your niche, okay? And this is your target audience. I help parents ditch their 9-to-5 and create lucrative online businesses, okay? So if you're answering, you help who, do what, by, fill in the blank. I help who, do what, by, fill in the blank. Because when someone sees your video on the FYP and then they go to your profile, they need to know right off the bat why the heck they'd want to follow your account, okay? Which means if your description says, hey, I'm Kirsty and I'm a mom in Colorado, who cares? Unless I just want to connect with moms and I have no reason in growing my business online, right? But when you answer the question, I help parents, who's your target audience, ditch their 9-to-5 by creating an online business, whatever, okay, you keep it simple, then you will attract those type of people. So you need to know who your target audience is and you need to put it in your description, okay? What am I saying? On top of that, your 3 pinned posts at the top, remember how you're posting 3 times a day? Yeah, your 3 pinned posts at the top, which is easy to do. Don't ask me how to pin a post because it's right there in your fingertips and you could Google it, okay? Your 3 pinned posts should be these 3 things. Listen, when someone goes to your profile, they need to see a description for why they'd want to follow you, right? They also need to see at the top almost like a preface to a book or a summary, or, you know, when you're on Netflix and it says, this is about a CIA agent who blah, 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 and whatever, right? And then you click into the Netflix video, woohoo, I want to see a CIA agent do that, okay? Your 3 pinned videos on TikTok need to consist of not your viral video, no. I mean, yeah, this could be a viral video eventually, but it should not just be the video that has the most views. It should always be one piece of income proof. And if you don't have one, go post 3 times on TikTok and get some income proof, okay? One of them should be income proof. One of them should be an introduction of you, okay? No more than, let's say no more than 80 seconds worth. Do not go 3 minutes. Do not go 3 minutes. 80 seconds or less of who you are, okay? And then how they can connect with you. So the who you are is important because, again, you guys, some of you on my team who enrolled, you saw something in me that you said, I want that, so I'm going to follow her, I'm going to message her, I'm going to reach out, whatever else. So the reason you introduce yourself is because there's some relatability for a person there, okay? And if you don't introduce yourself and you're just the person who posts at random and isn't consistent, they have no reason to engage with you, okay? Now, the income proof, the reason that's important is because it's relatable, but it's not needed. It's just good for them to know their own potential, but you guys don't sign up because of what I make, right? You sign up with SHG because of what you feel you could based on relatability. So your pin post should be income proof, no more than 12 seconds long. Do not make any videos more than 12 seconds. 14 seconds, you lose someone. So always put yourself on the 15-second mark. And the 4 things we'll talk about, okay? You'll understand why in a second. No more than 12 seconds. Adjust the clip. If you don't know how to adjust the clip, YouTube it. But if you start out and you breathe, okay, so here's your phone and you breathe. Hey, so whatever, chop that part out. Even if it was a second and 1.5 seconds, chop it down to 1.2. Every millisecond and second counts, okay? all of which we'll get to in a second. So you guys understand, just understand that I'm preparing you. Okay, here's a build-up. You'll know what I mean by that in a second. So income proof, no more than 12 seconds. That should be one pinned video. Another pinned video would be who the heck you are. So it would look something like, hey, it's Kirsty. You guys, the resources, there's a video there that I start out saying, hey, babe, you're on this page for a reason. And then they want to watch because they're like, wait, I'm on this page for why, right? And then I introduce myself. I also give them income proof and I tell them a little bit of my story, 80 seconds or less. That should be your second pin post. The last one for how to connect with you. So you want to do everything in your power to get them off of TikTok. You want to do everything in your power to get them to go to your link. You want them to go, say, funnel into a Facebook group, as many of you guys are with me. You want them to DM you. You want them to Telegram you. You need to give them a reason to connect with you another place. So the third pin post, again, not just the viral one that got 600 views compared to 200 views. No, you need to be telling them where to connect with you. Don't just say link in bio, which is something we'll get to in a sec. Someone remind me. Don't just say, go to my link and see. Bleh. No, you always have to be thinking from the end result. If you want a direct call to action for them to do something, you have to tell them to do that. Oh, I'm not getting comments. Well, did you say in your video to comment now? No. Okay, well, that's why you're not getting comments. Okay, kind of a tangent, but there you go. Deleting videos. No, don't delete videos. I don't care if it has 7 views or it has 7,000 views. Don't delete videos, because if someone comes to your page and all they see is perfection, do you guys think I'm perfect? A lot of you came in because of TikTok with me, right? And if I wasn't relatable, you'd be like, can't do it because she's just so prime and perfect, right? Not at all. Don't delete old videos. And if I miss any questions that you guys have, make sure to ask them at the end, because then I can pay attention to the comments. Right now, I'm just giving you all the nuggets, okay? No post yet, scared they won't take it seriously. Here's a tangent, you guys, for what Nat just said. Who the freak cares? How do you know they won't take it seriously? You've not done it. You have no proof. So make sure to do it anyway, because you have no proof that whoever the freak is scrolling on TikTok, how do you know they don't take it serious? Are they going to message you and be like, I don't take you seriously? No. So don't even bite into that for a second. That is something you should for sure let go of. And that is something in the document that I started with at the beginning of this that will help you guys as a reference, okay? 54 people on. I want to see it get to 70, because there is like almost 5 times, well, let's see, 4 to 5 times that amount in this group. So get us to 70, you guys, okay? Now, going back, those are the 3 pinned posts. If you guys have questions on that, jot it down. We'll talk about it at the end, okay? Let me think. So business account versus personal account, what to put in your bio, the 3 pinned posts. My biggest thing, you guys, and then I'll get into the 4 things, okay? My biggest thing is people have no attention span on TikTok. Do not make your videos longer than 15 seconds, unless they're the 3 pinned posts, because that is like a preface, okay? That's the pilot to the Netflix show. That's what intrigues them, where they can connect with you, relatability of income result, and then an introduction. Who the heck are you, right? Don't make it longer than 15 seconds. And YouTube, if you don't know how, YouTube, how to adjust your clips so that you take out unnecessary breath or whatever. Do not, okay, this is just my opinion. Do it how you wish. I'm not the master, but I am pretty dang good. Do not just talk to the camera. You need to be clipping them, different angles, different setting, outside, good lighting, all of that, okay? That will make your TikToks produce. Quality content though, you guys, this is what we're gonna jump into unless I think of something else, okay? quality content. It does not matter the sound. It does not matter the time of day you post. It doesn't matter. All of you guys might be thinking, well, I have to schedule it right at 8 p.m. because that's what the thing says. Sure, yeah, to a point that does matter. Sure, maybe. It actually doesn't, in my opinion. But if you're quality content, you will get results. Okay, so before we get into the 4 nuggets, the 4 biggest things for being high level, right? Hashtag high level. Those 4 things are going to be the key for anything that you do in any type of marketing realm, any type of marketing realm. So take it seriously, okay? Do you guys know what the goal is for the FYP? How do you get on the For You page? Put it in the comments. I want to hear from 52 of you. What is the point of the For You page? And how do you get on it? Do you know? I'm sure some of you guys know. I'll wait a second to see if the comments come in. Getting on the For You page is actually quite simple. And some of you guys are like, oh, I don't know how to do that. The For You page, you can Google what that is, Melissa. Post often. Let me see. Melody doesn't know. Perfectly fine. That's why you're here, right? So people see you just post and post. Engagement is how you get on. 7 seconds. Okay. Like, shares, comments. Okay. So the For You page, there might be other things, but this is what I know based on my own research, based on my own data. Okay. No, Yolanda, do not hashtag For You page. No. That is like, no. Big no. No. Okay, someone remind me before I get to the 4 things. We're going to talk about hashtags and we're going to talk about, oh, freak. What was the other one? Crap. Hashtag mom brain. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't remember what it was now. For You page is what I'm talking about now. Someone in a second remind me to talk about hashtags. Okay. Just remind me. The For You page, this is the data that I have researched. This is what has worked for me. Now, there might be other things like Ashley said, or like Jamie said, it depends on engagement. Yes, it does depend on that. The biggest key factor from my personal experience is how long the person watches. So the reason you don't want to make your videos more than a minute is because no one is watching more than a minute. They're really not. Even the really awesome dance ones, the majority of the dance ones are even a lot shorter because it's the attention span, okay? The For You page depends on the amount of time a person watches. And the longer they watch, the more TikTok thinks to push it to the FYP. So you are really important, okay? Yes, engagement matters. If you get comments because you have a direct call to action, which we'll get to in a second, if you get comments or likes or shares, yeah, that helps too. But it first starts with the watch time, okay? You have 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds to make sure that they stay. That's why I say adjust clips, because if you start out like, hi, it's Kirsty. First of all, they don't freaking care who you are. You have to give them a reason to stay. And that breath you should be taking out if you're going to keep it under 12 seconds, okay? With the For You page, watch time and engagement. The engagement matters, yes, but you have to make the person stay, and you've got only 3 seconds to make sure that that happens. If you guys, this was the other thing I was going to say, if you guys go into data, 24 hours later after you post a video, you go into data, it's like the bottom, right corner, I think, YouTube it, okay? You go into data, you can see percentages for location for who saw you based on the For You page, if it was followers, whatever else. Use that data strategically, okay? That's kind of a little too detailed. I'm not going to get into that tonight. Maybe we'll do another one that discusses something like that, but use the data to your advantage, okay? With, let's see, hashtags. That was the other thing. With hashtags, you should be doing 3 to 7 hashtags, and they should not be billions of people. So do not hashtag something like hashtag work at home. There's like billions of views on that. Again, just like the description in your bio, you want it to be I help target audience, parents, do what? Get out of the 9 to 5 by what? Online business, right? Okay. So if that's the case, then maybe you would hashtag parents at home, hashtag work at home moms, or even better, work at home mothers. Okay. Because if you do hashtags that are, do not do the FYP, don't hashtag FYP. That is the dumbest thing you can do. Don't do that. Because what target audience is that? Everyone and their dog on TikTok? Your video is never going to be seen. Hashtags that are, in my opinion, 500,000 or less perform the best. 500,000 or less. Okay, put that in the comments. 500,000 or less for hashtags. Now you can have a couple bigger ones, that's perfectly fine. But for me, I live in Colorado Springs, so it makes sense. It makes sense that I would put something like Colorado Springs moms, or not just make money online, but maybe I do make money online 2022. Something like that, that makes it smaller. Don't do big ones, and don't do the FYP. The other thing I was going to talk about, see if they'll come into me, hashtag mom brain. The other thing I was going to talk about is the, oh my gosh, I just lost it. Wow. It's gone. It's so gone. Oh my heck. I completely just spaced it. Never mind. It's gone. Maybe it'll come back to me. Oh, link in bio. This is something you need to write down. Do not put link in bio. Don't put link in bio in your text. Don't put it in the captions. Don't put it on a sticker. Don't put it in the comments when you're replying to someone. Okay. Don't even use a period for the com. Meaning, if I'm having someone go to my website, theksnyder.com, put the asterisk, like the little dot that you can do on your phone. It's a dot. It's not a period. Or do like the little star. Okay. The K Snyder star com, because TikTok will shut you down. They want people to stay on their platform. And if you say, go to the link in my bio, especially if you comment it, or if it's on your text, or if it's a sticker, whatever else, they, not every time. So risk it if you want, but do not do it. Because if you want to get on the FYP and you want to be important with TikTok, they can't know that you're taking people off of their platform. Okay, so be super strategic about that. Yep, Lisa, perfect. Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln, Lincoln by right? Things like that work. In the document that I talked about at the beginning, you guys have a couple examples for like Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln, or do an L with a exclamation point, NK. I mean, get creative. Do not put link in bio, and do not put it in the comments. So when people comment, hey, I want more information, put the asterisk or the little, dot instead of the period, .com, whatever. If that makes sense, let me know in the comments if that makes sense. Now, you guys will see accounts to follow in that document. Go follow those accounts, because things like this change all the time. It used to be fine that you could say link in bio, and then like 2 months ago or something, TikTok started banning people. They started shadowing your stuff so that people couldn't see your stuff. All of a sudden you had 2,000 views, and then the next thing you had 200 views. And you're like, what the heck happened? It's probably because of something like that. Okay, before I get into the meat of this, you guys, the 4 things, okay, what questions you guys have that I didn't discuss based on what I've already talked about? Not the basics, not how to set up your account or something like that, but based on what I talked about, hashtags, link in bio, your pinned posts, things like that. Do you guys have any questions up to this point? If so, put it in the comments right away, so then we can move on to the meat of the 4 things, okay? And keep tagging your team members. because Teachable Tuesday can be incredible if you guys are intentionally present, which means tagging other people, okay? Even if you don't have a lot of team members right now, say you're brand new and you have none, go tag someone who's in this group anyway, right? The document actually will be in the guide section after this video is done, so you'll have access. How much talk to no talk videos? Honestly, truly, Lisa, I would talk to the camera 90% of the time. The ones where you're like dancing or you're pointing to whatever on the beat of something, that's great. Those ones perform too, depending your call to action and depending how long it is, right? 12 seconds or less every time, aside from your three pin posts, okay? Those ones do well, but people connect, right? And if you're just like pointing to stuff all the time, that's great. And those work, but talk to the camera, get over being nervous about talking to the camera. You guys should have seen when I started out in October on TikTok, I was only doing ones where I did not talk to the camera. It totally freaked me out. And then I started talking to the camera. You guys will have like a dozen different videos you can stock and recreate, just so you know. That will be included in your document. But talking to the camera allows for connection. If you're just, yeah, that's fine, that's great. Maybe that's entertaining, but the ones that produce more, where someone wants to connect with you another place, which is the point, right? Whether your website, a Facebook group, whatever else you've got going, you want to connect with them, right? And for a lot of you guys too, think about how you found me. What video did you stop on of mine that was like, shoot, I need to connect with her? Replicate that process, don't reinvent the wheel. So the dozen videos that I have for you in the document that will be posted in this group in the guide section under TikTok, okay, not hard to find. Go replicate those videos. Literally, like steal my content because they produce, okay? Let's see. These notes are on this SHG group, correct? I don't know what you mean by that, Melissa. Sorry. Translate for me because I'm not sure what you mean. Having a personal business account, how would you list your link? And when someone asks you to connect, what do you give? Okay, so before I get to your other part of your question, Jessica, how do you list your link? That's something you can Google, so be sure to do that. When someone asks how to connect, what do you give? We'll get to that because that's part of the 4 things. So pin that for me. Link in the comment to them. I did CTA, and when she commented, I put my link in her comment, correct? Yep. Wherever you want them to go, comment that back. Just make sure, like mine, theksnyder.com, don't put a period, put like a star, put the little dot that you can do on your phone, okay? The character you can do, because you don't want to be caught by TikTok sending them to another platform, okay? So for me, darn, I wish I had proof. My TikTok account was shut down like a week and a half ago, so I don't have proof right now, but let me know if that makes sense for you, Jess. Let's see. Volunteer. Donna answered that question about the document. Let's see. See if I have any other. I feel like nobody sees the personality unless I talk. Right, exactly. So Jamie made a really good point. If you guys don't talk to the camera every single time, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure to follow everything else I said as far as hashtags, 12 seconds or less, edit the video, things like that, okay? Yes, I can show something. I'll actually show a couple examples for you guys that you will have access to in the document in the guide section in this Facebook group as well. I will show you some of that after we get to the 4 things. What can we pin until we have income proof? Just pin the 2 other videos. So the introduction of you, Yolanda, and where they can connect with you and why they'd want to connect, okay? And you can still do income proof You can, because we've got plenty of income proof. Just make sure you don't claim it as your own, because that's BS and people will be able to smell that. Okay. All right. So four things. Y'all better be taking notes if you haven't up to this point, because holy crap. Okay. 4 things. And I'm going to reference this just so you guys can see it as I talk as well. Okay. So let me share my screen. See if I can find it. Yes. Let's go back. Video examples. So all these video examples, for example, you'll have access to. Okay. All of these examples are my examples that have performed the best. Some of them are my pinned ones. Some of them are me talking. Most of them are. Some of them are income results. Some of them are me like dancing and pointing. So you guys can replicate literally the same stuff. Steal my content, please, because it'll work. Okay. So create an account, basics, time to post. Okay. So all these 4 things right here. Oh, that did not make it bigger. Okay. All right. So first, hopefully you guys can see this. We'll talk about this. So here are the 4 things that I want you guys to do in every single TikTok video. Again, 12 seconds or less. Chop it out. Don't start with, hi, it's Kirsty. They don't freaking care. You need to start with a hook. A hook every single time. What a hook is something that intrigues you, and you have 3 seconds to hook them, right? Like a fish, like that. If they're just scrolling through TikTok and they see, hi, it's Kirsty, and like, do you want to make money online? They don't care. Okay, they don't give a dang, because you already lost them after, hi, it's Kirsty. So you want to say their name, meaning you. Do you want to make money online? That's your first 3 seconds, or maybe even 2 seconds, depending how quickly you talk, which you should be talking quick on TikTok, not, do you want to make money online? See how I pause there? That's 4 or 5 seconds long, especially if I don't chop it out and I breathe at the beginning. Okay. You need to hook them. You need to hook them. Use the word you in the first sentence. Generally speaking, should be a question. You should ask them something. Do you want to make money online? How would it feel to make 60 bucks a day? Right? All of those types of things you guys will be able to see as I have video examples. You'll be able to go back and look at them. Okay. Questions on a hook. It should include you, and it should be a question. Not every video has to be that way, but think about why you would stop on a video. Do you stop because they're like, hey, this is a great comment. Let me answer the comment in a video. No, they don't care. You don't start out by saying, hey, Bill, this is a great question. Nope, you already lost them. They don't care who Bill is, and they don't care about the comment, right? So make sure you hook them. Questions on that? Any questions on that? I posted where I saved on my bills. Awesome. Bill, please don't. Any questions on a hook? Let me know. Okay, and then a build up, you guys. Do not give it away. If you start out with something like, do you want to make 50 bucks a day, right? Because you make 50 bucks for a platinum enrollment. Do you want to make 50 bucks a day? For me, I'd be like, duh. What is she going to be talking about, right? Or how would it feel to make 50 bucks a day? You don't give it away right away. You then say, I just did that. Let me show you proof. And then they're like, ooh, let me show you proof. How long would those 3 sentences take? Maybe about 7 seconds, right? I've got 5 seconds left. You then show them some proof. You don't know, if you don't know how to do the effect of like pulling up the hand and showing a picture, Google it. Okay, YouTube that crap. Boom, right here. Check it out. If you want in on this and now is your time, comment ready. Every time, not every time, but pretty close. Every time I've had a viral video, and viral for me, at barely a 16,000 account and barely a 6,000 account before both of them were shut down, okay? Both of those times had like 50, 57, 60,000 views and thousands of comments, okay? Because what? Do you want to make 50 bucks a day? What if it was all from home? Around my schedule with my baby? That's one of the examples I'll show you guys. That one got so many comments because there was a hook to keep them to stay. There was a build up without giving it away. I was like, ooh, guess what? Here's a little bit of the trailer to what I just said, okay? And then what does the build up lead to? Value. The value could be income proof. The value could be how you know how to do it, how you can show them how to do it, results. It's up to you, but you present the value for how they can accomplish whatever you just said, okay? So you wrap it up. Here's what you want. Here's some enticement. Here's how you can do it. Now take action, okay? The call to action, this is the biggest piece. This is the biggest piece. Some of you have messaged me saying, I'm so consistent on TikTok and I never get comments. And my first question to you is, do you ask for comments? Did you ask for a comment? Because if you didn't ask for a comment for your last 3 seconds, how do they know to comment? How would they know? You can't just put some content out there, income results or not, and then be like, they didn't comment. Okay, so here's a perfect example. Do you want to make 50 bucks a day? And what if it was all from home around your schedule, even with a brand new baby? And I even showed my little baby girl, okay? Check it out, I have some proof. Usually for when I'm about to present the value being income proof in this example, I say something like this. The camera's like this. I'm like, come here, I'll show you some proof, or like step into my office type of a thing, right? You're switching it up, you're making it entertaining, not just, hi, I don't want to make money online. And guess what? I did that and I love affiliate marketing. Who the freak cares? Okay. Boom, here's some proof. If you want in on this and now is your time, comment ready. Comment work at home. Comment me, right? And then every single time you're commenting back, you're giving them where to go. If you want them to find you on Facebook and DM you, say that. If you want them to go to your website, theksnyder.com, say that, okay? Does that make sense? Drop a yes in the comments if all of that makes sense up to this point. Your call to action can be something simple like, go to the thing in you know where, because people know what the thing in you know where is on TikTok. That means link in bio, okay? Go to the in the you know, right? They know what that means. The other thing about a call to action, okay, a hook, y'all better be writing this down. When you create a cover photo, right? You're about to post your video, you click the cover photo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube it. When you select your cover photo where you can type something, and then when someone stalks your page, they could, almost like a chapter book, they could click the chapter that they want to view, okay? It should never give it away. It should always be something that what hooks them, okay? So you could, for income proof, for example, be like, yeah, daily cash help. I love it, Bill. You could even have something like daily cash. Okay, do you want daily cash be the cover text? Okay, have the cover text be a hook. Do not give it away. Or even something like this. This made me so pissed, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It has to be something that makes the person want to click on it if they're there stalking your stuff, okay? Let me know if that makes sense. Call to action, you guys, if you want them to go to the link in bio, if you want them to comment, if you, yep, spoiler alert, Jamie, love it. If you want, you have to think from the end result, okay? So if you want them to do something, you have to tell them to do something. It's like my little 2-year-old. I can't say, hey, Colton, go do this. I have to tell him so directly what to do. You need to treat people on TikTok like they're 2 years old. If you want a specific result, you have to ask for that. And if you guys were to apply the concepts of hook, build up, present value, and call to action to everything that you do, email marketing, Facebook Reels, Instagram, a Facebook Live, whatever, if you start out with a hook, the people catching that Facebook Live, they want to hashtag replay and they want to watch the whole thing. But if you start out like, you've already lost them. They don't even care to watch the replay, right? You want to always be grabbing their attention. 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds to grab their attention. Okay, so the other thing is, let me think. Pin videos, these 4 things. Oh, did I put that in there twice? I put that in there twice, so you guys know it's so important. You'll see it twice. Let's see. Selected cover, hashtag. Okay, so what questions do you guys have? What question? Oh, you know what? Let's show some examples actually. And then we'll take questions here in a couple minutes, okay? Let's see. Dang, I wish I could view this differently. I don't know which one's which. You guys probably can't hear this, huh? Can you guys hear that? This is the problem. If you can't hear it, I'll wait. Because if you guys can't hear this, then I can't even give examples, but you can look at the examples afterward. No sound. Crap. How do I make it so you guys can hear it? Darn it. Dang it. Okay, so visually, just look at this one, okay? Just watch this one, because this is one where I am not talking, okay? Okay, if you guys caught that, this is something that you can replicate, okay? And you're not talking to the camera. This is you just being silly. It's an effect. That's why the thing is shaking. You guys know how to do that. You can YouTube it, okay? But it's entertaining as you watch that. Let's see. Here's another one where I'm not talking to the camera. It's just text. So these ones do work. Okay. It's too bad you guys can't freaking hear it. I don't know how to make that happen. Oh, you guys, the other thing is, okay, listen. Every time you talk to the camera, you need to have captions. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go into the TikTok app. On the side, there will be an option for captions where you can go in and edit it, okay? The document that we have too also goes over how to do that. You can't see the captions on this. Yeah, darn. Okay, look, if you want in on this and now is your time, comment ready, okay? Captions are a must. They're totally a must. Not because people aren't listening to you, but if they're at work scrolling through TikTok and they're trying to be secret, they need to be able to read. Plus, not everyone can hear on TikTok. So those people who are hearing impaired need to be able to read. Plus, it is a way of engagement if they have to watch something, okay? Just like having text on the screen, all right? I wish you guys could hear it. Okay, here you are. What if this was your commission after 24 hours? How long did that take? Not even a second. I've already hooked them. Boom, just like that, right? Let me show you some proof. See, I'm a different angle. It's entertaining, right? Not just me being like, huh, what? They need to be entertained. Change your scene, make sure it's good lighting, go to a different place in your house, something, okay? Come here, let me show you some proof. How long was that? 3 seconds. That was 3 seconds, and I got 2 clips in because I edited them and I made it so they were like, wait, what? You already have proof? Holy crap, what? Right? Here's me. Here's today's date. 16 of these. And then I show it, you can see my picture at the top, right? I started this business only 7 days ago. So honestly, if we're following the exact formula for hook, build up, present value, I could have adjusted that clip right here. I started this business only 7 days ago as more of a build up, right? If it's fine here, but if you wanted a larger build up, you could have said, I started this business 7 days ago. And then they're thinking 7 days later, you got paid 16 times. What the freak, right? I'd be enticed. I'd be like, wait, what? Tell me, please. To make 2022 your year, comment, let's go. That video on Facebook Reels right now, you guys, has 2,400 comments. I haven't even responded to all of them yet because it's that much engagement, okay? Now, I'm not going to take the time to look at any more of these. You guys can on your own time, apparently, because you can't listen to it. So, and now I'm just going to look at the comments and answer a couple of them, okay? So what do you recommend when needing to show commission when you don't have? I know you said go get some, then post, but how do I post before I have any? So here's the thing, Jessica. Did you start out with me because you saw what I was making, or did you start out with me for bigger reasons than that? Because I'd be willing to bet you started out in SHG because you saw something in me that you desired. Yeah, income proof, it's like, oh, there's potential around that, right? But just because I make a certain amount doesn't mean you will. So do not think that the income results are what is going to give you traction. It's the quality content. You guys will be able to see the examples I have. All of them have gone viral for me on TikTok. Viral meaning, again, 55,000 views and something in there, like an average of 55,000 views. Yes, money and potential, right? But did you watch one video and sign up? Or did you watch and stock a few because you were looking for relatability, right? People don't sign up based on one video. That's why you get to post three a day, right? And people want the reason why they want to do it. So they don't just sign up for $100 after one thing, after one email, after one video, after one message, right? You guys didn't sign up after one message. No one else will. I mean, sometimes that happens, but generally speaking, people don't, okay? Stalked. DMs, if you're talking, Dawn, specifically about TikTok, I do not respond to any DMs on TikTok. Why? Because I don't want to follow a bunch of weirdos. And the only way for me to DM them or them to DM me is if we follow each other. I don't follow everyone who follows me. Heck no, not even close. That's why I always tell them to go to another platform. Generally speaking, I will filter them into Facebook and I get DMs on Facebook all the time, like dozens of messages a day. And my TikTok isn't even active right now and I'm still getting messages because someone found me elsewhere on TikTok at some point. So the consistency matters. The biggest thing I want you guys to take away though is it matters the quality content. This is the B high level that we're talking about. It's not how do I put the text together and make it cute. Who cares if the text is cute or if you point at the right time for the music or whatever sound you have. If your content sucks, no one's going to watch it, which means no one's going to see it on the FYP, which means you can't gauge and get followers because no one cares. Okay. Other questions. Should you have a separate TikTok for each business? Nope. You can mix both of them. Do you want to create more work for yourself? Now you can have more than one TikTok account, right? Because TikTok sometimes gets grumpy and shuts people down, but don't do it. I mean, you're in the business of making money online, right? So it doesn't matter if you're promoting this or you're promoting that. You can mix them together. It's not going to determine your success unless you say so. Any other questions? I know that was, about an hour long. We're here coming up on the hour right now. There's plenty more that I could say about TikTok, and I'm more than happy to do another session for it if you guys want that. I also think once you go into the document for what I have written and laid out, and then as you're replicating the viral videos that worked for me, you'll be able to see a trend: hook, build up, present value, call to action. You'll also be able to tell, okay, you'll totally be able to tell which videos were more recent for me and which videos maybe I started out with back in October, back in November, because you can see my confidence change. The reason I bring that up is because when you start out and you're like totally nervous and I don't know what I'm doing and I feel stupid, no one's going to like it, no one's going to take me seriously, whatever. The more you do it, the more it compounds, the more habitual it becomes, right? And we're in the business of creating habits so that our income can come to us naturally. Habit is natural, right? You put on your pants, left foot, then right foot. And if you tried to switch it and do right foot, then left foot, it would feel funny. Same thing here, okay? It's just like going to the gym. You guys hear me say that all the time. You can't have results of losing 20 pounds at the gym by going twice a month and eating donuts the rest of the time, right? Same thing with business. You can't, even in a relationship, you can't get married 8 years ago. Okay, my husband and I have been married about, coming up on 9 years now. I couldn't just tell him I love you day one and be like, oh, you should just know, right? I consistently say, thank you so much, I love you, I appreciate you, things like that, because that's how relationships work. Same thing with business. Okay, you have to be consistent. You get to be consistent. Put that in the comments. I get to be consistent. All 48 of you. I get to be consistent. Let's see. You guys need to get over if you have income proof or not. Because the more that you say, I don't have income proof yet, the more you're saying to the universe, please don't give me income proof. And if you want results and you want to be able to hook someone based on, I'm about to show them income proof, you need to show up authentically on TikTok. You need to tell them, hey, I started a business. I can't wait to see where it goes. Follow me if you want to see how I do, right? If you show up authentically, the right authentic people will come to you. But if you get hung up on the details of, I need to have income proof, no. You're gonna say that determines your success. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Not that you said that, but you know what I mean. Okay, and if you get to be consistent, I expect all of you tonight, I don't even care if it's 9 p.m. your time, East Coast, okay? Tonight, you're gonna post your first TikTok. Who's in? Who's in? 48 of you should be raising your hand. I don't care if you already posted on TikTok today. I don't care if it's your first time. Hurry up and fall on your face so that you can learn better how to do it and create habitual behavior around TikTok, around other platforms that we'll discuss in this group. Because if you don't show up consistently, you can't have consistent results. It doesn't work that way. Let's see. Hey, if you're motivated by money, follow me. Right? If you put in your bio, for example, I help parents quit their 9-to-5 by creating lucrative business online, okay? Or mine currently, my new account that has one video on it because I've been focusing elsewhere that has been really accelerating, okay? We'll train on that too sometime. Right now, I think it says something like, learn how I generated $7,700 my first month. And how you can too, something like that, right? But follow the formula that I've laid out for you guys tonight and you'll meet with success. But if your quality sucks and it's not there, it won't matter everything else that you do. that you trim the video, that whatever else, it matters how you hook them, how you build it up, how you present the value, and then direct call to action. Those are the 4 things that matter the most. Any other questions? Okay, so for who's in, you guys are going to be accountable because we're going to talk about this on Friday, on Focus Friday. Okay, Daniel, if you want to write down these names, that would be awesome. Brad Nicholson is in, Ryan Peterson, Charles Butler, Ashley White, Viviana, Hoppenrath, I don't know how to say your name, Paula, okay, Paula Lennox, Luke Ethier, I don't know how to say that either, Yolanda Mayo, Tim Murray, love it. Okay, those people, there's probably like 10 of you who said that you're going to post on TikTok tonight. So hurry up and go do it. Don't worry about the time. People are all over the world on TikTok, so it doesn't matter the time, it matters the quality content. Shelly, Denise, and Melissa, okay, all of you guys said that you're in, so I expect to hear from you that you posted on TikTok. Okay, be accountable towards it because we will gauge that accountability on Friday for Focus Friday. From A to Z with no experience, how long to get first TikTok live? What do you mean? Oh, you can go live on TikTok, Bill, as soon as you hit 1,000 followers. And honestly, once you hit 1,000 followers, you should be going live on TikTok. Honestly, you ready for it? At least 3 times a week, like minimum 3 times a week. Because the engagement can be so good, and that's something that we can talk about later on. Or once I hit 1,000 followers on my new account, you guys could hop on live with me and see how it's done. Because I crush the live videos and I'm 100% confident you'll get tons of nuggets from it. Any other questions, you guys? I know we're a little over an hour now. Any other questions? And then tonight I will put in the guide section inside this Facebook group. It's at the top. You can't miss it. Don't ask me where it's at. In the guide section, there will be a thing titled TikTok. You'll see the guide there, okay? And you can reference it anytime, along with the, dozen or so videos that I have there as well. Okay, we will wrap up. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Hashtag Teachable Tuesday. So excited to see you guys on TikTok. The accountability needs to be there. You get to be consistent. You get to be consistent. When you're consistent, you get consistent results. If not, complain to someone else. Don't DM me about how it's not working. Do it or don't. Create excuses or create your results. Do you want to be inspired or do you want to be crippled? Okay, some of you guys heard me say that yesterday. If you want to be inspired, go do something inspiring for yourself. Take a bet on you. All right, we will see you guys on Friday, if not before, because me and Daniel and Bill get sassy sometimes, and sometimes it's needed. So we'll see you guys on Friday. Have an awesome night. Thanks.